Two thieves in Corbin got away with thousands of dollars in narcotics. We'll show you the video of that pharmacy break-in.
This restaurant manager fed his customers a line of bull and stole their identities in the process. How to protect yourself.
Where'd you get that? And how do we get one? And that is awesome.
A slam dunk of a design. A UK couple takes their fandom to the next level. The idea behind this windshield wiper gone viral.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 5:30.
Good evening. They're accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars worth of drugs.
Corbin police say they're looking for two men accused of robbing the Save Right pharmacy. Tonight, police say those men may be responsible for other break-ins, and the crimes are caught on camera. Victor Puente has the video in our top story at 5:30.
That burglary was quick and it was targeted. Police tell me it also wasn't the first of its kind they've investigated lately. This surveillance video shows those burglars using a pry bar to break into the front door of the Save Right family pharmacy in Corbin. The burglary happened on the 15th, but police weren't able to get the video until this week. You can see the man who stays outside talking to someone on what appears to be a two-way radio. However, the man who went inside was only carrying a tub and a flashlight, so it's possible there was a third person involved. Police say once that man was inside, he went straight for the narcotics and left the building with tens of thousands of dollars worth of drugs. The whole thing took only a few minutes, so police believe they'd been to that pharmacy before.
They went in, they knew exactly what they wanted. They've got so much money-wise of what they wanted, and they were out in 3 minutes. So yeah, they'd been in there casing the place.
I mentioned this wasn't the first of its kind. About a month before this break-in, there was a similar burglary at Stephanie's Down Home Pharmacy. That business is only about 3 driveways up the road. Police say it's very likely the same two men were responsible for that crime. In Whitley County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Police say the thieves were in a dark-colored Range Rover.
The search for 2 inmates on the run continues tonight. State police say cousins 19-year-old Dallas Trent and 23-year-old John Trent escaped the custody of the Wolfe County jailer in Lee County on Wednesday. Troopers say the two got out of a transport vehicle while traveling back to Wolfe County from Three Forks Regional Jail. Both Dallas and John are described as being 5'7" and 140 pounds. State police are still searching for answers into what caused a deadly crash in Bath County. It happened last night on Highway 36 between Owensville and Sharpsburg. 2 people were killed when a car and a Jeep hit head-on. Troopers say that 43-year-old Monica Wells and her passenger, 37-year-old Christopher Meadows, died. The man driving the Jeep survived. We're told Wells' car veered into the path of the Jeep. Crews were at the scene today trying to figure out what caused the car of Wells to cross the center line.
I told my wife, I said, there's something happening, there's a big noise.
Investigators say at this point they do not know if speed, drugs, or alcohol were involved in the crash. State police tell us Wells and Meadows were not wearing seat belts.
Police are considering filing charges after a man was shot early this morning. Our county-by-county coverage at 5:30 begins in Perry County. Officers in Hazard say about 1:30 this morning they found Billy Sexton at a home on Poplar Street suffering from gunshot wounds. We're told Sexton and James Seals got into a fight, and at some point Seals shot Sexton. In Hardin County, state police are asking for help tracking down a missing teenager. Troopers say 15-year-old Caitlin Jo Robinson was last seen Wednesday about 8 at night at her home in Rineyville. She's 5'4", 165 pounds with blue eyes and strawberry blonde or red hair. In Lincoln County, someone is calling people claiming to be the sheriff's office. The real sheriff's office says the caller tells people they need to pay a fine or face arrest. They want the money via MoneyGram. The sheriff's office says it's all a scam and anything pertaining to a warrant would be handled by a deputy in person.
Winter trying to sneak back into the bluegrass. We're tracking another blast of cold air and even some snowflakes in the forecast. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has details of a pretty chilly, at least Saturday, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely, Sam. A lot of folks out there seeing those snowflakes over the past couple of hours, and you got more to go through as we head into our Friday evening. All of this coming in on a very strong northwesterly wind flow. So everybody across the Ohio Valley into the Tennessee Valley getting in on some cold stuff. 37 degrees into Lexington, 27 for Wildcat fans right now into Cleveland with a wind chill down into the teens. It's snowing up there as well. So that air continues to get colder as we make our way into the overnight. A lot of folks across Lexington now reporting seeing some snowflakes, and we're going to see that trend take us through the next couple of hours. Here's a view out across a busy interstate and toward Hamburg Pavilion, where if you're going out for dinner, maybe heading over to the movies tonight, you're likely to see some snow showers and squalls. And again, it's that same northwesterly wind flow that we are talking about locally, with on and off snow showers that will continue to come at us from northwest to southeast. Live First Alert defenders picking up on the precipitation, most of which is actually in the form of some snow showers and flurries. Deeper moisture is coming on into the metro over the next little bit. Looking for a little bit of good news? Hey, I've got it for you. Focus of the forecast on spring showing signs of life. Spring, whatever, as long as it warms up. 7-day forecast with some milder numbers, what I come back here in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Looking forward to that. 3 down and 3 to go. Number 1 seeded Kentucky easily beating West Virginia last night.
And now the Cats are looking ahead to their next challenge, Notre Dame. Today, the Cats and Coach John Calipari took the podium in Cleveland to talk about tomorrow's Elite 8 game. We'll hear from the team coming up in about 15 minutes in sports. You can watch the Kentucky-Notre Dame game on TBS tomorrow night. Tip-off is set for about 8:50 p.m. Well, some Kentucky fans cannot contain their excitement. One person took their fandom to another level with their car. You may be thinking flags hanging from the window or some paint, but as Mike Linden shows us, this fan's slam dunk of a decoration is so creative, it's gone viral.
Penetration by Harrison has to kick it out to Booker with 5 on the shot clock.
Members of the Big Blue Nation are some of the most rabid college basketball fans in the country. For the Summer family from Berea, they found a unique way to display their Wildcat pride on their van's rear window wiper.
Really, it started out with my love for John Wall. I just love him.
What started as a doodle following the 2010 season, Amanda's husband Andrew brought his drawings to life.
Was goofing off and found out it actually fit on the rear wiper perfectly from fingertip to elbow, and we placed it a demo on there, and then we said we got to make it UK.
Shortly after mounting the wiper dunk to the van, a video of it in action was posted on YouTube. The video quickly went viral, and the Big Blue Nation ate it up.
Where'd you get that? And how do we get one? And that is awesome. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. That's what we get.
Amanda says her fandom goes even further than the wiper dunk.
3 years ago, I had actually just fake extensions, and we done really good. So this year, I took it one step further, permanently put it in, and we're undefeated right now.
While the wiper dunk isn't ready to hit the market just yet, the Summers plan to develop it further. Until then, the family will continue to bleed blue.
To the twins and Willie Cauley-Stein and the ones that returned, you guys are great, awesome. The ones that are coming in, welcome to the family. You know, we will be behind you, the BBN will be behind you the rest of your life.
In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
I want one of those. While the wiper dunk is not yet for sale, Amanda and Andrew have started an email list if you're interested in the product. For more information on the wiper dunk, go to WKYT.com and click on this story.
Who doesn't like to enjoy a nice steak dinner every once in a while? The last thing on your mind is having your identity stolen in the process of that. But that's what happened to dozens of victims. Meet Alexander Pera, a restaurant manager who often encouraged patrons to join the restaurant's rewards program. Then he would offer to take the check to help pay your bill quickly.
When he brought it back to process it, he would make copies of the application and the credit card. Now he had all the personal identifiers as well as the credit card number.
With that information and the rewards program application, he had everything he needed to fraudulently use the credit cards. And he did. He stole $50,000 from 50 victims. Authorities say Para took extravagant vacations, as well as multiple trips to Disney World under different aliases.
This guy had pretty much deceived everyone he worked with and everyone he lived with.
Para lived with his wife and in-laws, who were devastated when they learned about the crimes.
He was going out of town for work, and he was going out of town for a job application and all these other things. They were all lies for years. She had no idea who this person was, and when all that came crashing down, she was kind of lost.
Inspectors say if you join a rewards program, it's fine to give your name, number, and email address, but there is no reason to give your birth date. If they ask for it, change the year.
Be very careful with who you give your credit card information to, whether you're doing online, whether you're going to the local Walgreens, or even going to a high-end steak place.
Some advice from postal inspectors: check your credit report at least once a year. You're entitled to a free report every year from the credit agencies.
A big move in Washington. Republicans pass a budget, but it was not unanimous. Still ahead on WKYT News at 5:30, which Kentucky senator isn't satisfied with the plan?
I'm Bill Bryant, Fayette County's interim superintendent, with an update on where school redistricting stands. And a Kentucky congressman will be investigated for possible violations. The bottom line is ahead.